keep working, persevere always, and never give up. If you fall, dust yourself off and come back 8 times stronger. Convenience is a bigger threat to progress than adversity. Comfort is an even greater threat, so keep moving, keep growing, and keep learning. What I see in you at work is that we tend to base our self-esteem on what others think. But that's not really self-esteem. Self-esteem should be how we feel about ourselves. And I was saying that it's very dangerous to let other people determine how you feel about yourself. It's like looking into a broken mirror. You look into a shattered mirror and then change your face to try to fit into that dirty, damaged, broken mirror. Imagine improving your mind and advancing financially, achieving everything you desire. This is entirely possible. Just subscribe to the channel and watch all the videos. I guarantee you'll see a massive transformation in your mindset, helping you reach your goals and build your wealth. Other people's opinions are a very bad way to determine how we feel about ourselves. You will never see a moving truck behind a hearse. Let me repeat that. You will never see a moving truck behind a hearse. I've been blessed to make hundreds of millions of dollars in my life, but I can't take them with me, and neither can you. So what matters isn't how much you have, but what you do with what you have. Each person has a unique path in life and their own aspirations. If we worry too much about what others think, we risk veering off our path and our personal goals. We all have different talents. Some with money, some with love, some with patience, some with the ability to influence people, but we all have them. Use them, that's what counts. It's not what you drive, it's not the plane you fly, it's not the kind of house you might buy for your mother. Dreams without goals are just dreams and ultimately fuel disappointment. Goals on the path to achievement cannot be reached without discipline and consistency. I pray that all of you will put your shoes under the bed at night so you can kneel in the morning. What makes me happiest about my career is the fact that I got there with God's grace first and foremost. But besides that, I got there just by working hard, not partying with the wrong people, not compromising or making deals, just working hard. Like I like to say, I'm an overnight success, 20 years. Don't confuse life with making a living. I was present at the birth of all 4 of my children. When the first one was born, I recognized the difference between life and making a living. Their life, our family's life. Acting is making a living. What's the biggest difference between doing a play and doing a movie? I'd like to know your answer. I think part of what you just said is that you can go deeper and have another day and energy. You make a movie, there are 200 people who are used to it and don't care. Everyone is doing their job. It comes to a theater somewhere, and you're at home picking your nose or cutting your nails. There's no energy. When I was on Broadway 5 years ago, I made the decision to sign autographs every night. But why did you decide to do that? I wanted to say thank you. It was my way of thanking people. And on the first night, there were about 5,000 people outside. I said, okay, wait a minute, everyone who got tickets to our show. So yes, because people were coming up, I thought, wait a minute, I forgot, I'm in Times Square. But honestly, the energy you got back, the stories, there were 5 elderly ladies who had just arrived from Detroit. I asked, what are you doing tonight? They said, we're going back to the car, dear, we've got to get back tonight. And you know, one lady, 84 years old, says, dear, if I were a few years younger. Really, that story was real, and I say that also because I hope that happens with the play. We had some high schools, a school from somewhere, I don't know where, that was presenting Julius Caesar, and a kid said, my Brutus is a little different, he's more classic historical. But it was great interacting and exchanging ideas with those young people. There was energy. I got more than I gave. The people I signed for, that's, you don't get that. The weird thing about success in movies is that the budgets get bigger, you make more money, but it becomes more standardized, so you don't get that opportunity. So, if God willing, I'll stay around for a long time. That's what I want to do. You are always affected by opinions, but the more opinions there are about you, about me, the less and the bluer, because I simply can't live my life based on what other people think about me. So I can't worry too much about what other people think. That's simply not healthy. Worrying too much about what others think can be stressful and drain a lot of mental energy. By freeing yourself from this excessive concern, you can enjoy greater peace of mind and tranquility. I don't think I could keep doing what I do if I were always worrying about what others think. And anything good that you want, you can have, so claim it, work hard to get it. When you do, reach back and pull someone else up. Each one teaches another. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference. When you're not constantly trying to fit into others' expectations, you have the freedom to express your opinions, ideas, and creativity more authentically and originally. You don't need to compromise. If there's something you don't feel right about, then don't do it. The most important choices I made were saying no. I said no many times to movies I just didn't feel comfortable with, especially early on. There was a script presented to me that I called The Unfortunate Who Couldn't Be Killed because he was accused of raping a white woman in the 1940s. They tried to hang him, but he didn't die. Then they tried to execute him. They said it was a comedy. I said, but that's not funny to me. So, I actually called Sidney Poitier, who I was lucky enough to call back then and still can. I told him I was sick about this film they were making, and they offered me $600,000 to play the unfortunate man they couldn't kill. That's what I called it. And he said, let me tell you something, the first 2, 3, or 4 films you do in this industry, Denzel, will determine how you will be seen. He said, I won't tell you what to do, but remember that the first 3, 4, or 5 films you do will determine how you will be seen. I turned it down. I turned down the money. I needed the money, but I turned it down. 6 months later, I got a better deal. So, stand your ground. If you don't think you should do it, then don't do it, because you don't want to be negative energy. That's how I feel. So I think the most important decisions you can make are to say no, know when to say no. You don't need to strip down if you don't want to. Putting God first can strengthen one's spiritual connection and provide a source of comfort, guidance, and strength in times of difficulty. Put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything you think you see in me, everything I've accomplished, everything you think I have, and I have a few things, everything I have is by the grace of God, it's a gift. In everything you do, if you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done. Many people find meaning and purpose in their relationship with God. Putting God first can help someone feel part of something bigger and understand their place in the world. Faith in God often provides a value system and ethics that guide a person's behavior and decisions. This can help a person live a more ethical and morally satisfying life. Many people find inner strength and courage in their faith in God. Knowing that God is by your side can help someone face challenges and adversities with resilience and confidence. Recognizing God's presence in your life can promote feelings of gratitude and humility, reminding you that you're not in control of everything and that there's a higher power at work. Did you enjoy the video? Subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and comment if you liked the tips. A big hug, and see you in the next video.